Hello everyone, good to see you again. Here's another session on IELTS writing. Let's get to it. Well, all right, these are the governing bodies of the IELTS exam. This is the fourth episode that we're going to discuss the chart interpretation part, which is one of the basic writing parts of the IELTS exam. And I would like to give my respects to Julian Charles for this amazing book, IELTS Write Right. Whatever I cover, whatever I recommend to you guys is based on this book, this marvelous book. I really recommend it. And I would like to recommend our previous sessions because we cover every type of chart, from pie chart to the bar chart and the combination of these to graphs and everything. So I would recommend you to watch the previous episodes to get a preconception of what we're doing here. All right. So the question is internet use in Europe. And let's just address the question properly together. Writing task one. The second one is supposed to be the essay. So writing task one. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. So as I've mentioned earlier, there are two tasks, task one and task two. Task one is 20 minutes, task two, essay writing, requires 40 minutes. So it's obvious that the task two is more important, essay writing, but this one is important as well. Because once you know the dynamics, it's easy to answer, and at the same time, you can do it very fast and invest more time on the other task. The figures below compare the number of internet users in several European nations, as well as the prevalence of online shopping in these countries. Very nice. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Very nice. So what do we have here? We have a pie chart here. Pie charts are always easy. You can always come up with sentences from pie chart. And we have another chart here. Switzerland, Germany, France, Spain, and UK, the years and the numbers. Very good. So I assume that the most of the information we should get from this chart because it has the most of the information, and at the same time, maybe a couple of sentences or maybe a sentence, a fully sentence loaded with reported speech to address the second chart, which is the pie chart. Very nice. So let's look at the possible answers for this. Okay, IELTS Band 5. When it's Band 5 plus, it means that you are loyal to the format, but there are some problems. What? You have grammatical mistakes, or you don't have diversity, you don't use reported speech, and one dangerous thing, you employ your own idea. That is the big no-no. That is the red flag. You are here to report. Remember that. Just report. No more feelings. Everything should be logical based on the charts. Very nice. Okay, so here are the charts again. So we can check the charts as we read together. All right. The first figure compares the number of people connected to the internet in 5 European countries in 1995, 2000, and 2004, while the second shows the level of internet shopping in these countries in 2004. So what it did right now, it's rephrasing the task. Okay, it's good, but usually I wouldn't say that you should go for 3 sentences or anything, but fair enough. Loyal to the format again, that's what means the case. Let's go. Clearly, Britain had the most internet users. The number of British people using the internet increased dramatically from 16 million in 1995 to 22 million in 2000, and then 41 million in 2004. Germany was second. The number of internet users in this country rose from 5 million in 1995 to 14 million in 2000, and then 15 million in 2004. France had the third most users during this time, with 2 million in 1995, 3 million in 2000, and 6 million in 2004. Meanwhile, the countries with the fewest internet users were Switzerland and Spain. I apologize. Interestingly, Britain had the highest level of internet shopping in 2004, it had twice as much online shopping as Germany and 3 times as much as Switzerland. Meanwhile, the level of internet shopping in France and Spain were slightly lower than that of the UK. United Kingdom, when the United Kingdom you write, you have to use the UK. Okay, very nice. So the answer I can address, it's fair, it's based on the chart. What is the problem here? Just stop this and think. What is the problem here? Okay, the format is good, reported every trend, made comparisons, little comparisons. So what's missing here? Do you have the answer to my question? So what's missing here is the diversity, too much repetition, million, right? Too much repetition, there isn't diversity, and it's a little bit, how to say, if I want to put it this way, it's not really easy to read. Your reported speech is going well, but I'll show you the better answer. You'll get the insight of what's going on, right? Okay, so this is the 7+. We are loyal to the format again, but we are adding some of the main ingredients to achieve that high score. Let's see. Given our 2 figures providing a comparison of internet use in 5 European countries, namely Switzerland, Germany, France, Spain, and the UK in 1995, 2000, and 2004, as well as the popularity of internet shopping in these countries. So, with one compound sentence, we close the deal. Another thing that I would like to, mention to you guys is that the level of vocabulary. Pay attention to the level of vocabulary. We will discuss that further going into the process. Okay, it is evident from the information provided that Britain had by far the highest number of internet users in all 3 years. From 16 million in 1995, the number of British users climbed steadily to 22 million in 2000, before soaring to a staggering 41 million in 2004. That is how you should report it. Second in terms of internet use was Germany. This country saw a 3-fold increase during the period in question, from 15 million people in 1995 to 14 million in 2000 and 15 million in 2004. A similar increase took place in France. The 2 nations with the fewest internet users, meanwhile, were Switzerland and Spain. One thing I should mention to you, when 2 countries, when 2 components of the chart have the similar trend, you don't need to write, for example, one for Germany, one for France. Immediately write for one of them and, just mention this, that the following component saw a relevant trend during these years, something like that. So you just describe one of them and you relate the other one to it. I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to tell. Not separate sentences for 2 similar cases. If they are similar, wrap them in 1 sentence or 2 sentences together. Wrap them together. So one more time, I apologize for repeating this because this is the mistake that all of them make. When the components have the same trend, same numbers, same series of events, wrap them together. Wrap them together. Very nice. And the last paragraph, it is also interesting to note that, very good opening for a sentence. It is also interesting to note that internet shopping was far more common in the UK than in any other country listed. In fact, the prevalence of internet shopping in Britain was double that of Germany and triple that of Switzerland. France and Spain, meanwhile, had moderate levels of online shopping. Fair enough? So, being loyal to the format, reported speech, variety in your vocabulary, at the same time, you should write grammatically right and avoid repetitions. I again say, avoid repetition. And if 2 components have the same series of events, same numbers, wrap them together. Very nice. Okay, so let's go into the details together. Model sentences. Sentence 1, IELTS 5, Germany was the second when it came to the internet use. Germany was the second in terms of internet use. Second in terms of internet use was Germany. So passive voice, reported speech. The structure itself, the name is reported speech. You should use reported speech. Very nice. Sentence 2. The number of internet users in this country increased threefold during this time. There was a threefold increase in the number of internet users in this country during the period in question. This country saw a threefold increase during the period in question. So, not only you wrap the sentence in a shorter way, at the same time you give the message in the reported speech. Very nice. Sentence 3. There was a similar increase in France. France saw a similar increase, passive voice. A similar increase took place in France. I guess you get the idea. After 3 sessions, 4 sessions, when you watch the videos, you get the idea of what is going on and how can I improve my score. And sentence 4, IELTS 5, actually internet shopping was 2 times as popular in Britain as it was in Germany and 3 times more popular than in Switzerland. Too wordy, too many words for one message. IELTS 6, in fact, internet shopping was twice as prevalent in Britain as it was in Germany and 3 times more prevalent than in Switzerland. Again, the wording is good. Prevalent, 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 2 times prevalent, wordy. Again, wordy, you shouldn't repeat yourself. This is very important. When you repeat, you lose the score. When you repeat, you use the wording because there is a count of words, right? In fact, the prevalence of internet shopping in Britain was double that of Germany and triple that of Switzerland. In one sentence, the whole message is wrapped. That is what you should do. That is what you should be focused on doing. All right, vocabulary, basic, intermediate, advanced. Compare, provide a comparison of. Level, popularity. Prevalence, increase, rise, climb. Increase dramatically, soar. Clearly, it is evident from the information provided that, interesting, it is interesting to note that internet shopping, online shopping, Britain, the UK. All right, everyone, that's it for this session. I hope that you liked this one. We will have other sessions as well, covering other types of charts, other types of, essay. I will upload essays as well. If you have any criticism, anything to add, any questions, you can use the comments down below to ask your questions. And there's my Instagram, and I appreciate the follow if you can do it, so you can help me, increase my network. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. Make sure to subscribe to the channel,